My name is Anagha. I'm 17. I studied at DPS Dubai and I'm an aspiring computer science major and I'll be attending Stanford this fall. I think when I was maybe in the 9th or 10th grade, I was pretty set on pursuing my education in America because I was interested in STEM and computer science as a whole, and I knew that was a good center. I never had my extracurricular started out just in 9th grade. It was something that I'd been involved in maybe since primary school, but I started streamlining my efforts towards university, particularly Stanford. It was my dream school, maybe starting 11th grade. That's when I started sorting out maybe my standardized test scores, brainstorming more ideas for extracurriculars that were specifically related to computer science. 12th grade, I joined Hale, and I started refining my essays, figuring out my personal statement, finding the right fit for universities, making my list, and here I am. I think for me personally, I studied in the Indian curriculum that was CBSE, and I did feel a little lonely because most of my peers were preparing for the JEE entrance exams, which is what gets you admission to most universities back in India. And that has the same curriculum as what I learned in school, except it's a bit more advanced. So they'd be ahead with the syllabus and I'd feel left behind in class a lot. And it was hard for me to cope with that while handling 40 to 50 essays on the side and extracurriculars. So I think time management, that's definitely an acquired skill, and I learned that the hard way. But I think when it comes to, for me, the personal statement, initially, there are so many things that you can talk about. There are so many aspects. I think discovering yourself is key to that. And it takes many drafts, it takes many ideas to get to where you actually want. But once you're there, I think you'll be satisfied. So I think the personal statement, finalizing what I really wanted to talk about and presenting that in the best way on paper. The most difficult part for me in the application process, I think, was the personal statement. It definitely involves a lot of self-discovery. It takes time to get to that point, whether that's many drafts, many ideas. And once you're there, you have to figure out how you can present your thoughts in 650 words. I struggle with that a bit, but I think once you get there, it'll be all good, yeah. All right, so Hale for me was there every step of the way, and they helped me in all aspects. I joined Hale relatively later. I started out on the college process kind of late. It was the beginning of 12th grade. But whether it was finalizing my university list, finding the best fit for me, refining my essays, helping me discover myself, find more ideas for my personal statement, or presenting my extracurriculars in the best way possible, Hale was there every step of the way, whether that was my primary counselor Jackson and everyone else at Hale as well. I think I really liked how Hale had a different approach to starting off with the personal statement and brainstorming ideas for that. So we had actually pretty fun activities with the counselors where we'd talk about what was most important to us and different milestones in our lives, our end goals, and talking about all of that with your counselor, having that written down on paper. I think it really helps you organize your thoughts, something that I wouldn't have been able to do on my own. I was able to do that with my counselor, and I think it's really important to have someone who understands how you feel. It was a collaborative effort, and yeah. I applied to all my universities as a computer science major, which is a STEM subject, which means that my math record, whether that was my SAT scores or my high school transcript, all of it mattered a lot. I had an 800 in my math section and 750 in reading and writing. For me personally, I think the Indian curriculum prepared me quite well for the math section, so I didn't have to put too much effort, but it definitely is a more aptitude and reasoning-based test. So I think practice is the only way to go about it. I did all the papers that were available to me, so all the 10 mock tests that I found on the College Board website, and for the digital SAT, all the Blue Book tests. I think as you take mock tests and you time yourself right, you'll improve your score. Yeah.